Today I'm going to show you the basics of what you'll need if you're considering getting a horse, a pony, a donkey, or a mule for your family. I'm going to talk about the pasture, the water trough, and the housing. Let's go! I'm Becky. I used to live in the consumer rat race just like you. But one day I had enough, so I sold it all, moved to the country, and built my own log cabin with my own two hands. Now, I spend my time discovering new ways to live a simple, healthy lifestyle with more free time and way less stress. Then, sharing what I've learned with you. Welcome to Becky's Homestead. As you can see, horses and mules and donkeys are so much fun. They're very lovey-dovey. And today what I want to talk about is how big of an area you will need if you're thinking about getting a donkey about doodle size, which isn't too big, or something a little bigger like Charlie. The pasture being 120 feet wide and 200 feet long leaves it plenty of room for the animals to run and play and roll in the sand and do everything they want. They will be happy in here for their entire lives. What I've always felt and what I've always gone by, and I've kept horses for 20 years nonstop, I've never had a sick horse, lame horse, or any problems with the horses. I believe it's because of these basic needs that I meet. And a very important one is water. They're a big animal. They need a big water trough. Perfect timing, Thunder. They need a big water trough. They don't want to drink out of a 5-gallon bucket or a little rubber tub. You want the animals to drink plenty of water. So this water trough right here is 2 foot wide by 2 foot high. Is that good, Thunder? By 6 foot long. And it doesn't have the gallons on it, but I'm going to say it's about 100-gallon trough, maybe a little more. But anyway, it's 2 by 2 by 6 feet long. And they drink it quite fast, and then I like to refill it because I like to keep track of how much they drink. The next thing we need to talk about is some kind of a shelter. We live in Florida, so the shelter I have is more of a sun protection, so they have more shade. And also, they like a quiet little spot just to come and chill out. I built this shelter out of 4x4s and 2x6s and then 4x4 roof with just the tin going across. It doesn't have to be really elaborate and fancy. It has to be braced and very sturdy. Like it shakes a little bit, but it's really sturdy because the horses will itch their butt on it and lean on it, and if it's not built good, they will tip it over or move it. All right, right now I want to talk about your gate, regardless of what size you choose. But in a pasture the size of mine, we like to have a gate that we can pull the truck in because we feed the rolls of hay. So this is a 10-foot gate. Always attach your gate to a big fat post. It comes with these metal, I think they're called pintles. And the gate will come with that. You need a big fat one so it can hold up the gate, and also that you have a big beefy wood to drive these pintles into. Okay, another aspect of the gate is the next side over here. Excuse me, is where you attach it. Now this is a very, very important aspect, even though it seems very simple. You always want your gate to have the pole here. You want your gate to overhang and lean against it. You always, always, always have your gate open into the pasture. Now mine is a little off balance, so if you unchain it, it swings open, which is not the best way to have it hung. But mine are very good, and I train them and deal with them. So really, ideally, if you had it leaning against this, and if you opened it by accident, it would just sit here. It wouldn't swing open like ours is. And also, if the horses push on it, which that's what they're likely to do, they can't open it. It's just going to hit the pole. That's the key. It has to hit the pole. They're all crowded up. I can just open the gate and say back and just slip myself in. There's no chance of, and a whole line of people could come behind me. No chance of anybody escaping. When you open it out, they're pushing you. They're pushing the gate, and you're trying to get them all back in there and push the gate in. It's impossible. And anything that's frustrating over and over and over again, you just get sick of it. We like a big fat chain and a nice big stainless steel clip. I always make the chain the perfect length, so you just put it on the last one. I don't have extra flopping, hanging. You don't know what to do. It's just 2 pieces. Also, I use a U-nail to hold the chain to the post. So when you undo it, your hands are full, you let go, the chain doesn't drop to the ground.